Okay, we're going to go to Mark McAdam at Sky Sports first, please.
Hi, Steve. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, yeah.
How are you doing? You okay?
Okay, thanks.
Congratulations on the win and the performance, Steve. You said you expected Bournemouth to be scrapping for their lives, but you didn't quite get that. What were your thoughts on the game?
I thought Bournemouth worked ever so hard. Don't get me wrong, but I just thought the quality and our play and we're finishing. We were right at it from the first 5 minutes, which I was delighted with. So it's worked out a very, very good night for us, and I was very, very pleased to watch it. And arguably, our best performance of the season.
I was going to say that was my next question. Is that your best performance since?
Arguably, I mean, in the season we've managed to beat Chelsea, and we beat Man U, and we beat Tottenham. It was probably on the counter attack, but here today, since we've changed system, the players have bought into it. I think they've enjoyed it. I think they've enjoyed that freedom a little bit, and especially the lads that we've got at the top end of the pitch. It's given them a license to go and do what they can do.
How important was it for you to get off to that start? 5 minutes in, Dwight Gale with the goal, and of course, knowing Bournemouth's record of not coming back into games when they go behind early on, it really silenced them.
Yeah, I mean, it's always great to score the first goal. Look, in the Premier League, and what we've seen is away from home now, it doesn't seem to be the normal because of the situation we find ourselves in. So, but in the Premier League, in my experience, to score the first one is always important. So it was nice that Dwight, who took his chance very, very well.
And in terms of the rest of the game, 4 goals. Every time you went forward, you looked like you would score. Is that the type of side you want to build and see, that free-flowing attacking football?
Yeah, I mean, look, I've said it a long time. When I walked into the club, the team had played in a certain way. And I thought it was important not to change straight away. Let them be comfortable. But once we start being less of a threat, all of a sudden we'd lost a goal threat. And to win a football match, you've still got to have the balance of creating a goal. And also think of, the forward players that we have, and then it's benefited them. And of course, we've seen them jump into life since the lockdown. And
a quick word on Alan St-Maximin, an incredible performance.
I get asked every week. And if you haven't seen him before, then you're going to enjoy watching him. He's such a naturally good footballer. And yesterday, I wasn't planning on starting him because he's already played 3 games. To play 4 in 11 days, I thought maybe it's too much. But he bounced into training yesterday, and he was full of himself. So I said, why not let him? Let's see if we can get another out of him. And he was terrific.
And only the 3rd Newcastle player in the Premier League era to get 3 assists in 1 game.
Oh, is that right? Well, it doesn't surprise me because, look, he's got a big future. He's got to keep his feet on the ground and learn, and that's the part he needs. The assists are just as important as goals. And when you've got somebody like that in your team, and he can only get better, he's only 22, 23, so let's hope he's got more to come.
And finally from me, on to 42 points, 12th at the moment, but very much with sights on the top 10 and finishing strongly in Kentucky.
It would be great if we can do that. It would be great for everybody concerned. Can we get ourselves in the top 10? And I would be delighted if we could. It'd be some achievement from a lot of people who wrote everybody off, including myself and the players. They've responded in the right way, so I'm delighted for them.
Thanks, Steve.
Mark, thank you. Chris Conway.
Hi, Steve. You talked there about the fact that the players have at times been written off. You yourself have been written off. Not that you needed it, but that must be a bit of an extra motivation for you guys as well.
No, look, even me at my age, you roll your sleeves up and say, "I'll show them." I mean, start the season, I couldn't even. In some journalists, I couldn't even take a warm up. So it was a bit disrespectful at times. But it makes you work harder and stay a bit more grounded and have that bit in you to say, "Well, I'll show these people that that I have got the capability of managing," and so it just spurs me on a little bit.
Is that sort of an added incentive, the fact that you're a Geordie and you're managing your hometown club, the team you supported as a boy?
It's a great club and a unique club, and I'm delighted that I've got the opportunity to manage it. And all I want to do is what's best for the club and take it forward if I can. And when I see the performance tonight, then I can only be pleased with what I've seen.
Lee Ryder, Chronicle.
Hi, Steve. I just wanted to, obviously a lot of goal scorers tonight, but John Joe Shelby put in a fantastic display in midfield. You must be delighted with where he is.
John Joe, I thought Nabil did well. I thought Emil Kraft did fantastically well after not featuring for a while. You know, it's some feat what he's put in and not played at all. So I was delighted for him. Thought my two centre halves were excellent. So look, you can go around the whole team when you go around the whole team and they're all performed very, very well. You know, Dwight did well and Sean Longstaff. It's as good as I've seen him play for a long time. So it was pleasing. You know, to go and win 4-1 away from home in the Premier League takes some doing. So I'm delighted for them.
Chris Wolfe, The Athletic.
Congratulations on the results, Steve. You mentioned last summer, I mean, one thing that you said last summer was that you know you might not be everyone's cup of tea, but you just wanted time to be able to prove yourself. Do you think that having taken the club past 40 points with 6 games to go, do you feel like you are changing opinions? I let
other people judge that, you know, but, you know, I've always said from day one, I want what's best for the club. I'm a Geordie who wants the club to do well. And I've always relished the challenge, and I've told myself, no matter how tough it's going to be, go and enjoy it. Who knows? It might be the last one. So go and enjoy it, and that's the way I've looked at it. You know, so we'll see what happens next.
Ladies and gentlemen, we need to make tracks to get a plane very shortly, so we're down to our final 3 questions of the people who've got their hand raised. Miles Starford, Shields Gazette.
Yeah, just Steve.
Yeah.
How's Sean doing, and was there any other injury problems?
We've got a few. I'll not know. Sean's got a hamstring, unfortunately, what kept him out, which is a blow, because I thought it's as good as I've seen him look. We've got 1 or 2 others. Mankilo's got a bit of a strain. I'll not know until the next 24, 48 hours.
Ian Murter.
Steve, bearing in mind the chances that you've created since you switched to a flat back 4, is there a part of you which maybe wishes that you'd changed it
earlier? I didn't think, Ian. Look, I didn't think after watching us, and I know we went down to 10 men at Leicester. Yeah. I didn't think we were ready for change. I think the players had played a certain way. I'd played deep. I'd played on the counter attack, but defended really deep and played in that certain way. So and they were really comfortable at it. So I didn't really want to change much too quickly. So a little bit of experience. Maybe most managers want to come in and say, right, we're going to do it this way, straight away. That little bit of experience to say, right, okay, let's not take them out of the comfort zone. But always, I've said to you, in the back of my mind was, one day we'll change and play. And when we became less of a threat and a goal threat, Ian, that's when I decided that we need flair players up the end of the pitch rather than defending. So maybe I could have talked about it earlier, but certainly when just before lockdown, we had a good week, and certainly it's been a good week this week as well.
And final question, Scott Wilson, Northern Echo.
Hi, Steve.
Hi.
Just on Alan, Steve, I mean, people have been raving about Adama Traore this season, 60 million, 70 million, 80 million, whatever. I mean, where does Alan stand now in terms of his potential and where he can go as a player?
Well, look, all I can say is every ground I go at, people ask me the same question. And you've seen him now for when he's been fit. And unfortunately, I think the lockdown has helped his hamstring. He had that nasty hamstring, but look, he's a wonderful, wonderful talent. Wonderful talent. And he's got to keep his feet on the ground and not get too carried away, because he's still got a lot to do. But 3 assists tells me that part he's got to learn, you know. He's still got to learn, but he's a real, real talent and a real find for the club. He gets you off your seat. Hard work at times to manage, don't get me wrong, but a wonderful, wonderful talent.
Thank you very much, everybody. That concludes the press conference, and we'll see you later in the week. Thank you. Have a nice evening.